Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. This is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I want to tell you to read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. But the prophet will start with that now. The Lord God tells him, hey, Zerubbabel, I'm going to do just a second. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. The while I send my messenger, you should prepare the way before me. Lord who seeks your son to come to his holy temple. Even him, even the messenger of the covenant whom delighted the Lord should come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Before I shall send Elijah to you before the great and reverend the Lord, and shall turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children. At least I come and strike the earth with the curse. So the curse have already started. All reports of the apocalypse have begun. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. You got to go to Horeb. You don't go back to Horeb, you're not going to know who you are, what you are, what type of power, as we're doing right now. Don't worry about it. We know they cut us off. Right. We already know you got to expect that. Just like when they stole down your planting trees. We have to expect evil to happen unto us. So we're not getting mad, we're not getting upset over that. We already know, just like Belshazzar post. Whosoever diggeth a pit shall fall in. He that rolleth a stone, it will it will return, will roll back upon him. So we return back upon. So we're not worried about it. So let's get back to the lesson. Come on, man. We know that was coming. You couldn't tell me you didn't know that was coming. You know, because they cut it off. All they did, they have to do nothing. All they had to do what they did. They went and flipped the switch, hurry up, kicked it off and turn it back on. That's all they have to do is break that connection. That's all they did. They just broke that connection. And next thing you know, they start buffering and everything. It's about losing all the information that we had put out. Ain't not much information and power that y'all put out to the other people just in that little bit of time. So that's what they can't stop, y'all. No, you gotta understand what it happened. Because we love God. All right. No, we can even go to this book right here. The Testament of 12 Patriarchs. We can even see why it happened. Yeah. No, it's on page 75. No, it's page 75. They tried to get Adonijah, but Adonijah had repented. As soon as Adonijah blessed God, he made it Adonijah. But they thought they had him. I'm just telling you what happened. That's what he said. No. And now fear the Lord, my children, and beware of Satan and his spirits. Go now to the God and to the angel that intercede for you. For he is the mediator between God and man, and for the peace of Israel. He shall stand up against the kingdom of the enemy. Therefore the enemy is eager to destroy all them that call upon the Lord. Therefore is the enemy eager to destroy all them that call upon the Lord. For he knows that on the day which Israel shall repent, the kingdom of the enemy shall be brought to an end. So y'all got it? No, just gotta keep on, man. No, because we already know what that means. That's anyway. Let's see what Belshazzar post. No, we're not worried about it. We still got a couple hours left. We're just gonna use our hours and just are the other people buffering? Are the other people getting cut off? They're not getting, no. That's how you know you're doing the truth. See 10 plagues which I have prepared for the godless nation, which have been predetermined at the passing over the 12th hour of the age. That's where you at. Final hour of the age. The 12 years. Yes, you in it. Yeah. The 12th hour of the age of the earth. Here therefore would I divulge. Here therefore would I divulge. So shall it come to pass. The first is destruction of pain. He put down all of them. Yeah, Belshazzar. Right. The first is destruction of pain, of sickness. The second, conflagration of many cities. The third, the destruction of pestilence of the animals. The fourth, the hunger of the whole world and its people. The fifth, the destruction among its rulers. The earthquake and the sword. The sixth, the multiplication of hail and snow. The 7th, wild beasts will be their grave. The 8th, hunger and pestilence will alternate with destruction. The 9th, punishment by the sword and flight and distress. The 10th, thunder and the voices and destructive earthquake. So, no, all that's going on now, you got to understand, may the Lord go and bless the prophet song, Mighty Man of Valor of Belshazzar. But understand this also. When you go read these 10 plagues, go read the Torah and see why the plagues are coming upon you. Both of them, that's the judgment of God. That's the law they cannot change. Why do you think people attacking y'all so hard? Why? All right, well, what makes them attack y'all? Nope. Let's go ahead on. Let's continue on. Nope. I'm good right now. I'm back. It's back. Cutting you off. The chest time things going to come upon. It's going to be sore. You can't stop the word of God. No, you can't stop. They're not trying to, all they're doing is trying to interrupt the power that God has been given unto y'all. And they don't want you to, because that's the prophecy. That no, Esau won't permit Israel to study the Torah. And that's what we're doing, we're studying the Torah. And that's why he's trying to stop y'all from studying the Torah. Because we have found out when we live the Torah that we receive the power. And we're doing it. So now they're trying to stop that. They can't stop it, man. Because I've done what they asked me to do. And I have to get this because you already told us. 100 covenant that Laban made with our father Jacob, Israel, and 100 covenants he broke, right? All right. So they're just breaking the covenant. Let's continue on. We're not breaking ours, they're breaking theirs. All right, so let's go. Back where we was, the divine Torah. The Torah, the Shekinah. All right. So no, God dwelt with mortals and withdrew his Shekinah to heaven only on account of the sin of the first 2 human beings. But the day of consecration of the tabernacle, the Shekinah returned to his former abode to earth. So no, we had it. It didn't return to us. Well, when we do, because it's trying to knock everybody off. So when we do the 40 days, right? When we do the 40 days, everybody can ask what they want the Most High to do for them. Yeah, you can ask. No, we do obey the voice, keep his commandments. Because he told us, he heard the prayers of the poor people. He heard the prayers of the poor and needy. He heard the prayers of his prophets. Right. And the Father like to give us good gifts. So that's what we have to do. Don't worry about all that, man. Don't. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. Let's continue. So that's what it is. No, because you got Belteshazzar, you have Jared, you have Yehuda, you have Asa, right? You have Adonijah. So those 5 right there. Yeah, boy, you know, 5, well, they just have, on this side, they just had 2. They had Moses and Aaron prayers. All right, on this side, well, you have 2. You have Mines and Belteshazzar. All right, now you have Mine, Belteshazzar, Jared, Eli, Asa, Adonijah, Yehuda. So what you think gonna happen? Because they had needed 10, and Jasiel makes up the 7. Then we're gonna add the 3 fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That makes up the 10. Anyway, let's continue on. No, because it's gonna tell us what we need to do. Yeah, it's gonna tell us what we need to do. Anyway, so the Shekinah return to the former abode to earth. The angels therefore lamented on this day, saying, now God will leave the celestial hosts and will dwell among the mortals. And so that's what we asking for God to come back, Lord God Jesus. Well, we already know you here, right? And so now we just established in that fact once again. And we're trying to get all Israel and scattered out to the four corners of the earth to return back unto their God. So we can go home, man. Go back in our lane. Well, when we get back in our lane, we ain't gonna have all this. Ain't no police stopping us and searching us and accusing us. And we got to say, well, we the first blacks and all that. Man, all that's foolishness, man. We don't have that in our lane. No. When we was on top of our holy mountain, we didn't have all that. That's where we going at home. And they tell you, well, go read the book of Revelation, chapter 21, chapter 22, and it tells you what we're going to have in our land. Right? We don't have none of this in our land. Ain't going to be no filth in our land. They ain't have to worry about nobody coming on our porches and all that in our land. Nobody holding a weapon up to us and killing us innocently. We don't have none of that in our land. Right? We're going back to our land. All right, anyway, let's continue on. No, because I'm about to show y'all something that y'all really need to know. This is the day of the 10 crowns. Because that's what we did. I didn't know. I'm gonna know about Passover. Yeah. I'm gonna know the distinction of the 10 crowns. Because I'm just like you. I wasn't permitted to study the Torah just like you wasn't permitted to study the Torah. Right, and so now the importance of that day that we just kept. Man, you know how important that I didn't know it was that important. And so now God's showing us what did we do when we kept that day. And so, no, we kept that day. Now look at all the blessings and everything that we got from keeping that day. Now we're going to keep the 40 days. Let's keep reading that. No, because he's going to show you how important it is. And the blessing that he's given us from obeying his voice, keeping his commandments. All right. Anyway, so now God will lead the celestial hosts and dwell among mortals. God indeed quieted them with the words, as truly as ye live, my true dwelling will remain on high. But he was not quite earnest, and when he said so, for truly earth is the chief abode. So he's telling us this is the place that he's going to go. Because the Lord God already told you that he's going to be here. Come on, man. He told me that when we go back in our land, the Lord God going to be with us and he's going to never leave us again. He told you that. Oh, man. Come on, man. Where I am at, that way you would be also. That no, they try to tell you, oh, some God going to come fly your way to heaven. And we're going to be forever in heaven. But that's a lie. But we know he said he's going to be on Holy Mount Sinai. And the saints, 144,000, going to be where at? With him on Holy Mount Zion. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. Next. Let's continue on. There's nothing you can do about it. No, they keep crying about what they've done, man. It's over with. Let's go back to our lesson, man. Right. I said, so he telling you that that's where you're going to be at. No, because he said, truly earth is his chief abode. So where about all the people say, well, where is that? The rapture. That was yellow. I'm supposed to rapture earlier, the rapture, what that means. Yeah. I won't get into it, Dr. Sheffield. So just let it go. All right. So he tell you right there, he's going to abode on earth. The Lord God. All right. He's going to be here with us. So when they want to find that out, that's page 299. All right. So now you can see it again. Truly, earth is a chief abode. Only after the tabernacle on earth had been erected did God command his angels to build one like it in heaven. Right. So No, because we that tabernacle now. Go read the Shepherd of Hermas. Go read the book of Revelation. Yep. Go read Daniel. Belteshazzar. It is this tabernacle in which Metatron offers the souls of the pious before God. Now, I didn't know that till this morning. I read it before, but you know, sometimes it doesn't hit real hard. Right, but it hit hard this morning. It is the tabernacle in which Metatron offers the souls of the pious before God. All right, I told you that. I saw Metatron. And so it brought this back to me because I didn't know when I first met Metatron, I didn't know who he was. He came in his human form, the four faces. And so when he came, I saw the golden hoops. I saw the hind legs. And I saw how he moved. Kept moving forward, kept moving forward, kept moving forward. Right. Kept facing forward, kept moving forward. And he had his feet on his pillow. It just looked like I thought it was a stone. Yeah. The dark concrete like, but come to find out it was an iron pillar that he gave me. Then on that day, I told you that before. I got my shepherd's staff, the one with the hook on. I got that. Because that's the one with the bud of Aaron. Right, that staff of Aaron, I got that. I got my hind feet, my hind legs. I got the mane, because I saw you get forward, you see the mane. So I didn't know the mane was Metatron until just now, today. So that's Metatron. So I saw Metatron, stars in heaven. I got my sapphire that day, because I saw that everything was sapphire blue. So I got my sapphire that day. Yeah, I didn't know what I'm telling you now. I didn't know it then. So that's why I'm telling you now. Because y'all having dreams and visions, y'all don't know what they mean. And all I can do is give you a little bit insight into it. Right now, no, they didn't want, because eventually, like I'm speaking now, then I went back over Eli's dreams. And I told you some more about Eli's dreams. Because I didn't tell you everything that Eli received in his dreams. No, he received a lot. Yeah, I went over some of it yesterday, but I was going to go back over some more. But anyway, so you're going to see Metatron. I saw Metatron. I saw the eagle. I'm trying to see. Well, this guy, Metatron was the first. Then the eagle. Then the bull. The oxen. The lion. No, I got the man, Metatron first. The eagle, or the bull. And then I got the lion. Then I saw the oxen, was the last. Was the last one I received was the oxen. So y'all receive all four. Y'all, man, come on, bro. Y'all gonna receive all four. I tell y'all that. Right. So y'all gonna receive all four. Just be patient. That's why I like to tell y'all, I like to wait till y'all have it. And then let you know that what you saw was right. All right. Metatron offered the souls of the pious before God. So you see Metatron, you know that you live in a pious and holy life. And so, and as expiation for Israel, as an expiation for Israel, at the time of the exile, when the earthly sanctuary is destroyed. So, no, because it was destroyed, but now we built it back up. Because I saw it. When I saw the tower was almost completed. That's in the Shepherd of Hermas. And it was almost completed. Then I saw the earth. It was almost completely covered with the flag was white. Right, and then the holy angel told me, no, the angel that stood between the heaven and earth with that ephod in hand, They say when they get rid of this inadvertently, the apocalypse has begun. So the apocalypse has begun. So when I saw the tower was almost finished being built. All right. I'm just trying to give you as much as I can why we can't. Because they already showed you what their plan is. Yeah. So when they cut off everything, it's not going to have effect upon us. It's not. Because we live it. And we know God will communicate with us in dreams and visions. And He know how to bring us together. All right. Let's continue on. So let's continue on. This day marks an important change in the intercourse between God and Moses. So no, because that's what it did. Did it not mark an important change between us? Ever since we kept this, no, we done it the right way. Right. So it marked a change between a relationship between God and Moses. So it marked a change between our relationship between it has it not? Right, between God and us. It had marked a change. All right. Before this, the voice of God, before this, the voice of God would strike Moses' ear as it conducted a strong tool. So that's how he heard it, like it was coming through a tool. All right, but listen to what he said. And on such occasion, the outer would recognize only through, no, say now, on occasion, the outer would recognize only through Moses. No, it's me. Only through Moses, recognized only through Moses. Red in face that was receiving revelation. So when they saw Moses' face red, they knew that he was receiving the revelation from God. Man. No, when you see me like that, when I do like that, you know what's happening. When you see me like that, you know what's happening, right? You should know. Lord, man. I be looking at it. Man, I can see it so clear. I can do like that. And it all comes back to me. I see it so clear. Yeah, it's just like when you look at an open vision. And you can look at everything in an open vision. You see it clearly. Man, God, let me see things, let me hear things. Have a conversation backwards and forward like I had a conversation with a Donna. Right. So that's all it is. Yeah. And she know. She know. Anyway, let's continue on. So his face would turn red in face, he was receiving a revelation. Now, at the construction of the sanctuary, he was changed. But when on this day, no, the construction of the sanctuary, no, this was changed. So that's the same thing going on now. Because everything that y'all, now come on, bro. Since the time we got out of Passover, the time we got out of unleavened bread, things haven't changed for y'all? I know they have. Right. So things have changed. So they're going to change again. No, but we got to be patient. I mean, we gotta do it when he tells us to do it. Now I'm about to read that to you. Yeah, that's why we're doing this. That's why I told Belteshazzar that he have to change the benediction. And he got to do the blessing of Aaron over all the people. So that's what he have to do. And he have to do it like Aaron told us to do. We got to do just like he told us to do. Obey his voice, keep his commands. So now that's what we're doing. I don't care if they get mad, what they get mad about. Right. So that's just keep on doing it like he tells us to do it. All right, we don't want to change our blessing, man. Doing it our way and doing what we want to do, we don't want to change that blessing. Concentration of the sanctuary, this was changed. But when on this day he entered the sanctuary, a sweet smelling, a sweet, pleasant, and lovely voice rang out towards him. Nah, no, Jerry gonna let me know. No, so he heard the voice, a sweet smell, a sweet, pleasant, lovely voice rang out towards him. Whereupon he said, I will hear what God the Lord will speak. And I heard that voice before. Yeah. So we want to hear what God the Lord will speak. So that's what we're doing. All right, let's see that. Then then he heard the words. Formerly there reigned enmity between me and my children. So formerly, to know it, then he heard the words. Formerly there reigned enmity between me and my children. Right. No, because like this morning when I heard that child crying, yeah, I had to get up and look and see. Yeah, get up and look and see. And then it wouldn't let me look and see. Because I was like in one of those, what they say, some say the witch got sleep paralysis. And so I said, forget that. I'm just going to get up in the spirit. So I got up in the spirit. Yeah, I just got up in the spirit and I couldn't believe I was seeing everything as I walked in the spirit. Now, I don't know I'm already in the dream inside the dream. I don't even know that. And so I got up and then I had the children. Right. So God was showing me that. So he's telling me that. So let's continue on. Notice the point that reigned enmity between enmity between me and my children. Formerly there reigned anger between me and my children. So it was anger. No, but that's what he tried to get with Adonijah. Right? He tried to make Adonijah angry over foolishness. And so when she didn't do it, that's when that thing cut off. And Adonijah repented. And then he cut that because that was about getting her. And he couldn't get her. And so he called himself, I'm mad. Click. Yeah. Ain't gonna do no good. Go look at it. Go look at it. When Adonijah had repented. And we'll see what they did. Right. No, he's mad because he think Adonijah is the weakest among us. And he couldn't get her. You can't get Adonijah, man. Adonijah is more stronger than what she paid. Right. And so he couldn't get her. He tried his best, but when she repented, that's it for that. Oh, I keep telling y'all, man, y'all gotta pay attention. Let's continue on. Anyway, because y'all doing what's right. Yeah, I don't have to tell y'all. Y'all doing what's right. Yeah. He said, formerly reigned anger between me and my children. Formerly there reigned hatred between me and my children. Yeah, because that's what we did. Because that's what Christianity teaches you. No, Christianity teaches you that you got to get back at everything and you can't let this slide and you can't let that go. You got to do something. Right, still like the law going to tell you certain things. No, that's one of the things that you can turn the other cheek to. That's one of the things you can turn the other cheek to. Yeah, so go ahead on, man. You can have the other one too. Yeah, take it. Right, because that doesn't govern you. Don't have no effect over you. And so that was God saying. So no, that don't rely. We ain't got rid of all that out of our life, that anger and that sadness, because you know they go hand in hand. And we got rid of all that. That's why he's mad, so angry with us, because we won't fall for the old open door. We're not falling for his lies and what he said that we must do, retaliate and all that. We're not doing all that stuff, man. No, just let it go. Yep. Say, formerly reigned hatred between me and my children, but now love reigns between me and my children. So that's it. No, because that's what he's mad about the love God has restored. Come on, man, it's in this book right here. When you go read the first book of Adam and Eve, and Satan hated us. Right, he hated us, and he wanted to destroy us and say, well, now God's going to set me back. He did. He told you, he said, now God gonna be wanting me back. Yeah, yeah. So that's what he said. No, he said God had a covenant with Adam and Eve, and didn't said God had covenant with Adam, and he didn't covenant with me. And so he was trying to kill Adam for the Adam, and said God will be wanting me back now. That's what we thought he was saying. No, but we know that's a lie. So we know that's a lie. That's what we told him. Yeah. No, I don't think I can find it. Right. No, he was, man. Anyway, it's in the first book of Adam and Eve. No, that's what he said. And so that's why he tried to get God to continue on hating on us and being angry with us, but not no more. Because we did what he said. He that had my commandments and keep them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me should be loved of my Father. And I would love him, and I would manifest myself unto him. So that was going on. No, because he tried to, just like he showed me in here, he also showed me the assurance in here. Want to do their own will, want to do their own thing. Because that's what happened to, no, that would happen to Father Aaron's two sons. And so God destroyed them. They lived pious and holy life, but they got to the point where they wouldn't ask nobody. And they wanted to do it their own way, their own will, and God destroyed them for that. All right. No, let's continue on. So now that's why I say it's made. But now love reigns between me and my children. Friendship reigns between me and my children. Peace reigns between me and my children. And so that's what we have now. Now I know y'all feel it. Yeah. Now you want to do more for the Lord. Lord, what you got for us next to do? Show us so we can do it. So now you showed us what next we got to do. No, man. Yeah, somebody just had that dream. Jared Green, huh? Yeah. No. Let's continue on. It should be. Because we got God on our side. And now we know that. And he's showing us that. It is evident that the peace reigns on this day, that undisturbed freedom for the movement all over the world. So now remember, this is for all over the world, because Israel is scattered out to all the world. See, it was evident that peace reigned. But on this day, the undisturbed freedom movement over the world. So no, because when he showed me that, because that's what that man, Dr. Harold, the one I told y'all about. Right, and so now that's what they're doing. They're restricting the freedom of movement that we had. And just like the women, they was coming from one place going to another place. And what they did, they restricted movement. They used to do the same thing to me. Everywhere we go, they used to stop us. Right, to restrict our movement, to keep us in their little box. But don't worry about it. Because now we have the Most High, and we could be in that box with others and control everything from that one spot that we are in. That the power that God had given us to do, that's what we did. Everybody was in their place. We didn't get out there with that marching and howling and screaming. What did we do? We humbled ourselves before God, and what did he do for us? Yeah, so that's what he's doing. So let's continue on. For on this day, the undisturbed freedom of movement over the whole world, which had until been according to the demons. So the demons, the policemen, who you think them people are? Right, and they move freely all over the world, but we couldn't. Right, so now that's what he told us. Go read it. Right, go read it, because I know they already gonna mess me up. Right, people hate me. No. Because I just didn't read why they hate you. So Jesus told them if they hate me, they're going to hate you also. So Lord God is telling them what they're doing. All right. No, because the demons, they're only the demons. Right? You say, no, he told you, say, on this day, the undisturbed freedom of movement over the world, which had until then been accorded to the demons. So the demons have been taking that back. But that's what this plague and all that, again, that's what they did. To restrict our movement, to restrict our freedom. So that's what they did. Because like now, when they put up all these higher prices, that's not the high price. Right? But they go, I used to catch a plane. Now I catch an airplane and be in Egypt right now, catch an airplane, be in South Africa. And that was just spend those few hours on that plane and you there. So that's what they're trying to do, restrict our movement, but they can't do it. But now we know what to do. You already know that while the sun rises, somebody's praying. While the sun is setting, somebody's praying. And we can incorporate our prayers like that, get together like that. And we know what to do on certain days. Now we ain't got to be together to know what we have to do on unleavened bread and on Passover. We already know what we have to do. And we know we know that when no, because that's what we do. We know when unleavened bread comes, Passover and unleavened bread, not Passover, but the next day we start the 18 benediction. And we do that for the 7 days. So we're doing that all the time. We're not just doing that now. And we know we have to read the Torah. So we're doing that. Right. Right. And it shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given unto the hand until times and dividing of time. That's the 3 years and a half. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion and consume and destroy it until the end. Yeah. So we had the 42 months, the 3.5 years, and it broke down to so many days. So that's still the same thing. And we have done that. Yeah, we have done that. All right. Anyway, so until then, being according to the demons, was taken from them, until these were so frequently met with them. So was so free. No, we're going to take that away from them. The demons was taken from them. So we're going to take their freedom of movement from them, the demons. Yeah, they're going to be scared of us. Until these were so frequently met with that Moses regularly recited a special prayer whenever going to Mount Sinai. So it's a special prayer he recited whenever he gone to Mount Sinai and entreating God to protect him from the demons. So we're going to have that prayer. No, we got to see. I've got to see what it is. But he told us, said a special, that was the benediction that Belshazzar didn't do. But this is a special prayer from when we start off, when we go into the sanctuary. And we say, we roaring at the mosque, we got to roar at the mosque. But we got to say a special prayer. Because Moses is teaching us to say a special prayer. Say, reciting a special prayer whenever going to Mount Sinai, entreating God to protect him from the demons. But, but as soon as the tabernacle had been erected, they vanished, the demons. Not entirely, it is true. Even now, these pernicious creatures may kill a person. Yeah, it says may kill a person, especially within the period of the 17th day of Tumas, Tammuz. All right, Tammuz. However, say the thing. The 17th day of Tammuz. Now let's stop. But that's what we're doing. Come on, man. That's what we just finished saying. That's when the 40 days start. A 17th day of Tabernacle. So I got it right here. Tabernacle started in June. June the 17th. That's when we're doing it. Right. So it's the 40 days, man. Oh, bro, come on. Let's see that. All right. So it's June 17th. Right. June the 17th at sundown. That's when we start the special prayer. And we last for 40 days, man. All right. All right. No, this one here lasts to the 9th day of Abib. All right. So we got one that's going to last to the 9th day of Abib. So when's the 9th day of Abib? Because you got to start after the full moon. The full moon on 2 Mass. The full moon is when? Not the full moon, the new moon. The new moon starts. When the new moon starts? I don't even see the new moon. No. Abib is July. It's July. So I don't see when it starts. Oh, the new moon starts the 28th day of June. The 28th day of June. So you gotta go 9 days. You can't, all right, 9 days after that day. Right. The new moon is the sacrifice day, the new moon. So you can't go that day. You gotta go 29, 30, that's 2 days. No, 29, 30, 30. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the 7th day. That's the 7th of of July. But I got a circle written around it. That's the 7th day. Right? Because he told you, because that's when he told you you start the prayer. Right, you start the prayer on the 17th day of 2 months, Tammuz, until the 9th day of Abib, when the demons exercise their power. So we have to do that. Right, because he told you that's the evil time. So that's when they're going to exercise their power till that time. All right. So it still start on the 17th. So that's one time. All right, so we got to do the special prayer. No. The most dangerous one among them is Keter, the sight of whom will kill men as well as animals. So at the sight of him, he can kill a man. He can't kill us. Right. He can't do us nothing. But he can kill him. See, because it reminds you of bread box. That's what it reminds you of bird box. When the people was looking out their window, someone was dying dead, some of them lose their mind. That's what it reminds me of. Keter, the sight of whom kills a man as well as animals. He rose like a ball and had the head of a calf with a single horn on his forehead. I can find him. Yeah, we can find him. Testament of Solomon. No, because they had one demon that came like a ball, and his head, he didn't have no head. The snail demon. Let's see. No, that's what he said. Solomon haven't heard this. Rebuke him and say, silence for no, he always say. Now Solomon, no, he said, I Solomon praise God and command another demon to be present himself to me. And one came before me who carried his face high up in the air. Right. But the rest of the spirit curled away like a snail, and broke through a few soldiers, and raised also a terrible dust and ground and carried it upwards. And then again hurled it back to frighten us, and asked what question I could ask as a rule. I stood up and spat on the ground on that spot, and the seal of the ring of gold. Forward the dust stopped. Then I asked him, saying, Who art thou, or when? Now remember, they just had a dust storm. Because that demon is over here. That same demon that was in Saudi Arabia, that demon is over here. When you see those dust storms, you know that's that demon. All right. No. So that's what this. I got another one. Yeah. That was just one. They got another one. That role that came with and you ask him how could he do that? Wait a minute. No, not a motive. Wait a minute. Anopoulos, that was the woman. Not Onias. Man. Let me see if I can find it. That's a snail demon who set fires and things. All right. We got another demon that came. I can't find him now. All right. Because all that they're telling me is showing you that all them demons they're doing, all them demons are here now. And they're running rampant all over the world. Let me see. Katu, 36 element. No, we saw the wolf man. The hound. We saw him. It's another demon, man. God can't find him now. Because he told you who he was. And he told you how he rolled like a ball. Yeah. I can't, unless I go about my rounds, but it's, well, I'm rushing. Yeah, I'm rushing. I can't find it because I'm rushing. No, I'm rushing. I can't find it. Not Eros. Eros don't. That's the winged creature, Eros. Joy, restrain myself, wisdom dwelling, or that I might hear these. That's many shapes. Yeah, that's names of many shapes. That's legion. All right. But they have one. Because he told you who it was. It's not him. It's not him. All right, wait a minute. No, because I want to. I'm rushing. If I rush, I'm not going to find it. Yeah. No, a shape of a voice behind like a fish. That's not him. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there. I'm just rushing. I can't find it because I'm rushing. Right. And he told you how that demon. No, this is the one with no head, huh? My dwelling is a fruitful place. No. Well, I can't find him. Well, he's in there though. Yeah, he's in there. Definitely in there. All right. Now, if I find him, I'll post him to y'all. When I find him, I know I'm gonna find him, but if I have to post it to y'all when I see him again. All right. No, because he told you who he was and how he did. Yeah, he rose. He rose. He rose. He told you rose. Yeah. No, it's my fault. I had Gotta go back and read the demons again. Anyway, because he came there rolling in there, he didn't have no head or nothing. And so it's a demon. All right. Who rose like a ball and had the head of a calf with a single horn on his body. Just as God destroyed the power of these demons through the tabernacle, that's us. So through the priestly blessing he bestowed upon his people before the consecration of the sanctuary. And that's what Belshazzar got to do. Now we've been doing it, but now we got to be more specific. Right, we've been doing it. I bless you all the time. But we obeying his voice, keep his commandment, because now it's the next step that we have to do. And we're going to put the demons in check. That's why we obey his voice, keep his commandments. And he tells us how to put the demons in check. Once, because Jesus already gave us power over the demons to cast them out, to throw them over. Yeah, so this is just Moses telling us what to do. Right. Just as God destroyed the power of the demons through the tabernacle, that's us. So too, through the priestly blessings that he bestowed upon his people before the consecration of the sanctuary, did he break the spells of the evil eye, which might otherwise have harmed them now, as they had done in the revelation on Sinai. And so no, but remember when we go in Tammuz, we're doing 40 days. 40 days, not just because we're going from the 17th to the new moon, the new moon of AB, to the new moon of AB. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We have to, because if we don't, then well, they're still gonna have some they're gonna have destruction area, but we not. Right. So he's telling us when the demons run wild. So we're gonna have them put them in check. All right. And so our Father Moses telling them to teach how to put them in check. Right. You break the spell of the evil eye, which might otherwise have harmed them now, as they had done in the revelation on Sinai. A great ceremonies on that occasion that turned the eyes of all the world upon Israel. Now that's going to happen again. Because we just read that in the book of Revelation. Where the Lord God said they're going to come, He's going to make them come and worship before Thee. Come on, bro. What do you think this is about? And He's teaching us how to do it. Well, in Christianity, they say you have it, but you're not doing it. All right. Now that's why I'm just trying to bring it out. Yeah. Revelation, no. But he told you what he was going to do. I'll make them come and worship before Thee. He said, behold, I'll make them of synagogue and say, will say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I'll make them come and worship before Thy feet, and to know that I have loved Thee. So now he teaches us how to do it. All right. No, I'm just, all I can do is give it to you as He has given it unto us. Give it unto me, I'm giving it unto you as He left it for us. And so He tells us everything that He's going to ask, what we have to do in order to make this come to pass. Right. Anyway. So He turned the eyes of all the world upon Israel, and the evil eyes of the nation brought about the circumstance of breaking of the two tablets. God blessed His people on this occasion, so too did Moses, who upon the completion of the tabernacle blessed Israel with the words. Now this is what we have to say, because that's why he tried to get, because Jared said he was going to do it, Yehuda said he was going to do it. Of course, Belteshazzar, me, Asa, and Adonijah are going to do it, so that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get them to stop watching, to know what we have to do. And this is what we're going to do. Listen to what it says. This is what we have to do, just like we've done the 18 benediction. All right. And say, God bless his people on this occasion. So to Moses, upon the completion of the tabernacle, bless Israel with the words, the eternal God of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as ye are. This is the beginning. Right. So no, Belteshazzar going to have to post them both. He's going to have to post this at the beginning and the blessing of Aaron at the end. So when he come on, he's going to have to post this blessing for 40 days. And then he's going to have to post this benediction for 40 days. So that's what he's going to have to do. Right. This is the days of the 10 crowns. So that's what he's going to have to do. Because it told us when we start doing it. We start doing it on the 17th day of Tubal to the 9th day of Abib, when the demons exercise their powers. Right, but we got 40 days that we have to go to. But he told us what to do to this time. And the prayer he gave us for at this time. All right, I can do it, just give it to you. All right, no, because that Aaron, that's to no, because each generation had his priests, his high priests, his prophets, his kings. So each generation. So that's the generation that y'all living in, right? So now he's telling y'all what to do. You take your time, Jared. Whoa, Jared and Eli, y'all take your time, right? The other ones, they've been a while, so they know what to do, right? So they know what to do. So that's what we got to do. No, it's left up to Belteshazzar to post. You got to post at the beginning. He posts this at the beginning, and he posts Aaron blessing over the people at the end. All right. So that's just what he look at. All right. No, he said when he entered the tabernacle, this is at the beginning. Upon the completion of the tabernacle, bless Israel with the words. The eternal God of your fathers make you 1,000 times many more as you are, and bless you, and have promised you, as he had promised you. The people made answer to his blessing, saying, let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us. So no, we're going to do it, because we're going to do it just like we done the 18th benediction. Right? No, but when Belteshazzar, he's going to post to tell us exactly what we're going to do. Belteshazzar going to post the blessing, tabernacle blessing of Israel with the words. So he's going to post, the eternal God of your fathers made you 1,000 times many more as you are, and bless you as he had promised. All right, so he's going to post that. I'm going to say that. All right, then whoever next, like Yehuda, Jared, Eli, Adonijah, Asa, Jaxiel, they're going to post one after another. The people made the answer. Yeah, answer to bless and say, that's what they're going to post. Let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us. And so that's what they're going to post. Well, they're going to say it while they're posting, but when they post it, I'm going to say it. And that's what we're going to do. No, we have to do it. Come on, man. Y'all ask for it. Y'all say what's next. This is what's next. And we got to do it for, no, we don't have to do this for 40 days. We only have to do this from the 17th of Tammuz to the 9th day of Abib. And so we're going to do that. No, we're going to do that. And then after we do that, then the rest of the 40 days, we'll see what else he gives us for establish the rest of the 40, but we got to do this. Right. So the people answered the blessing, saying, let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish the works of our hand upon us. Yea, the works of our hands establish thou it. And we're going to do that. That's what we're gonna have to say. No, it's not. No, because there's a lot of ways we can do it. Well, we can have Belteshazzar posted, and as Belteshazzar posted, then we say, right? No, because after he, all right, say Belteshazzar posted, and I read it, right, and then they could be online and read it, and then when they finish, put down yay, just put down y, yes, or yeah. When they finish saying it, they can put down y, and then the next one put down, if they said, then they put down y to let them know that they said it. The next one, put down y, let them know that they said it, and then we do it like that. And we do it for those many days. Yeah, we can do it that way. Right. So that's another way we can do it. All right. It depends on what they decide they're doing it. The eternal God of our Father will make you 1,000 times so many more as you are, and bless you as he had promised you. The people may ask the blessing. That's Belteshazzar, what he have to say. And then we have to answer that the beauty of the Lord God be upon us, and establish the work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establish thou it. And so we're going to do that. All right. Yeah. The day of the 10 crowns. That's at the last of it. No, that's the last paragraph. That's in the last paragraph. So that's what you're going to do. No, you got two you got to do, Belteshazzar. You got to go. The first one is the blessing of Aaron over the people. Yeah, he said, the eternal, lift up the hand and say, the eternal bless thee and keep thee. The eternal make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The eternal lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And so that's the benediction. That's at the end. But this is at the beginning. And you do it for, no, we do for 40 days. The eternal blessing, we do that for 40 days. This one here, we just do it from the 17th to the 9th day. This blessing here for the whole demons in check. We're going to get a little bit more into it. We're going to practice. Yeah, we're going to practice. We got a few days to practice. Right. I mean, with very few days to practice, but we're going to practice. Right. That time to came back for practice. So we're gonna practice. And we're going to practice how to say it. And after we practice how to say it, then we'll be able to bring it forth. God gonna bless us. Yeah, we will return. We can put more into it, but let me see. No, that's God's fault. We're asking him to do that. To restore us and revive us. That's what we're asking him to do. So, yeah, but we're going to do it right way. We're going to do it the right way. Hold on. No, I got to stand up for a minute and take a drink. No, we got a few minutes left. Got 1 hour left. We can do it. Now I have to stand up. I got to stretch for a minute. No, they're trying to stop y'all. But they didn't want us to find out this mystery and secret. Because this just like it just told us what it was. And now we're doing the second part. The first part was Passover and unleavened bread. But this part is the demons when they rule the earth, when they're running to and fro. So we're going to stop that. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Well, no, drinking that spring water. No, never get real hot unless you boil it. They can be in the sun. It's not gonna get real hot. That spring water. That spring water tastes good. All right. Go ahead on post Belteshazzar. No, I'm not asking post a benediction now. I want you to post the first part, what we gonna do. Go ahead and post it, man. Yeah, just post it. It's the last it's in the last paragraph. I think it's the last 3 sentences. The last 3 sentences. Post that. I ain't worried about what they say, man. Take your time, post it. Because God has given you this. God has given you to do it. Right. He's giving it you to do it. The blessing. Well, you've been doing it. Now he give you a specific thing. Obey his voice, do this command. He give you a specific thing to do. So just take the time. We gonna do it, you just gotta post it. Yeah. No. No, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read why we gotta do it that way. We can't do it no other way but that way. Right. No, we gotta because God chastised those 2 brethren because they wanted to do it their way and not the way God had taught them to do it. Because we are high priests. All right. May the eternal God of your father make you 1,000 times many more as you are, and bless you as he had promised you. You got more, huh? No, that's what is that? May the eternal God. Let me see. The eternal bless thee and keep thee. No, where you got to make the eternal God? It don't say may the eternal God. It says the eternal God of your father make you 1,000. Don't say that. You can't put it up there like that. No, may the eternal God of your father make you 1,000 times many more as you are. Bless you and have as he has promised you. No. The eternal God of your father make you 1,000 times many more as you are, and bless you. That's how you gotta do it. You can't put it up there like that. Nah, I ain't taking no chances, man. Not gonna change. You gotta drop the me. The eternal God of your fathers make you 1,000 times more many. Yeah, no, we're not doing it as they're doing. We're doing it as is written. Because if we add our own stuff, it can be an excuse. But if we don't add our own words, so it can't be no excuse. We're doing exactly as our Father taught us to do. Right? So the eternal God of your fathers, the eternal God, that's you go. The eternal God of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as you are, and bless you as he had promised you. Right. Now, no, you gotta do more. All right. Now you're gonna no. Now you gotta say the people made answer the blessing saying. All right, so put down no, the people made answer to the blessing saying. You gotta type that. Yeah, just type that next. The people made answer to the blessing saying. Because they wanted them to say, well, they're doing that on their own. They're doing that. That's not written. Where was that written that we're supposed to be doing that? Not, right. No, not like that, Belteshazzar. Let me see. All right. No, you're gonna put down the people made the answer to this blessing, saying. Right, then bring that up. Just bring that up. The people made answer to this blessing, saying. Just bring that up. Yeah, don't add it all together. Just bring that part up. The people made answer to this blessing, saying. Yeah, now do it now. Do it now, man, because yeah, that's your job. That's what God giving you the blessing you to do. Yeah, you gotta be patient. Be patient with yourself. Right. The people made the answer to this blessing, saying, right, now put up the rest for us to answer. Because that's what we're gonna do. When you put down the eternal God of your father, make you 1,000 times so many more as you are, and bless you as he had promised you. Then when you put up, the people may answer to his blessing, saying, now put up the rest, because that's what we're going to do. We following your lead. That's what we're doing. We're following your lead. Let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the works of our hands upon us. Yea, the works of our hands establish thou it. You forgot the word. Come on, Belteshazzar. Yeah, well, there's 200 got to be cut off. No, do it. Put the it on it. I'll redo it. This is the trial run. Redo it. Now, I'm gonna do it. You got to put it up there right. Put it up there. Go again. Make sure you put down thou it. Well, put the whole. All right. There you go. Let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the works of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands establish thou it. And then as they said, just gonna do the roll call. As they said, as they come on, and like I have mine, I just said I'm gonna put down yea. After I said, I'm gonna say yea. Yeah. No, I'm gonna say yes. I did it. Oh, yay. Right. And then the next person they're gonna say theirs, and like a Donnaja or Asa, Jared, after they say they're gonna put down yay. And all of us gonna do it like that. Right. And we're gonna do that for from the 17th to the 18th. All right. So do it the right way now. Right. Put down, do it like you're supposed to do it. The eternal God of your father. Post that first. Post that first. The eternal God. No, we're gonna get it right. We're gonna do it like it's supposed to be done, because this is important. The eternal God of your father make you 1,000 times so many more as you are, and bless you as he had promised you. Right. Now put down, the people may answer this blessing, saying, for that next. Yeah, you got it right. Put the next. Now, then we're going to answer you. Now put down what we may answer you. Put it down what we may answer you. So they're trying to stop this. They can't stop this, man. Go ahead. All right. Let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish that work of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hands established thou it. Now that's the opening. Right, but you can't, no, you're not going to be able to post. No, you can't post that when we first start off in the morning, you know how you do your post, you can't do that because you're the high priest. You're going to have to put down this post first, and all of us going to say that post. And then after all of it, no, they can do their post like they've been doing, but you can't. Right, you got to do this post first. And then after you do that post, no, you still can answer and post like you've been posting with the other stuff, but not with the not how you open up. You open up, you the high priest, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, you got to do it as the high priest supposed to do it. That's why you left us this. Right. And you got to do it like that. No, that's the opening. Right, but at the end, no, after everything been going on, right, like today, after we do the end. Yeah. Yeah, see? So Jared gonna say it, if Jared be there, he gonna say it right after Belteshazzar. No. You gonna say, you gonna post, eternal God of your father make you 1,000 times so many as you are, and bless you as he had promised you. Once you say that and post that, then you gonna post say, may the people made an answer to his blessing, saying that we're gonna say out. Let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish the works of our hands upon us. Yea, the work of our hand established thou it. Then Jared gonna say his, then put down when Jared finished saying his, he gonna post. Say it, Jared, and post. Yeah, after you say yeah, or when you finish, put down why or yeah, I finished. Because when I finish, I'm gonna put down yeah, I did mine. I'm gonna say yeah, I done mine. Now, Jared, you finished saying it. The answer, the rebuttal, that the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, established down the works of our hand upon us. Yea, the works of our hand established down it. Now, post, Jared. No, all you gotta do is say, when you finish, just say, yeah, put down yes, that you finish. Yay, there you go. And then whoever next, after they say, they're gonna put down yeah. Because we're supposed to have 10 people that do it. We're supposed to have 10. No, we're gonna use Father Abraham, Isaac, and Father Jacob as the 8, 9, and 10, but we're gonna have 7 of us got to say yay. Come on, bro, we went over that. Right. No, you won because you're the one who opened it up. But the other people gonna have to do it. Like Yehuda, Asa, Jasiel, well, Jerry, gonna do it, Eli. Right, so we gotta have 7 of us. Right, so then we're gonna do that for at least those many days. Right now. No, because now when we close out, what you gotta do? When we close out, you gotta post it when we close out, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, you the high priest, you gotta do this. Well, I mean, all of us are high priests, but you are designated to do this part. All right, so go and post it. Yeah, you start off at the eternal bless and keep thee. Right, that's the blessing of the people lift up their hands saying the eternal. So post that Belteshazzar. Right, it's on page 298, the eternal. It's at the bottom. Yeah, the eternal. So you're gonna have to no way, y'all be patient. You're gonna do it, it's just not starting out. Yeah, no, you have to do it. You have to do it. I mean, I'm gonna read it. I got a little time left. I'm gonna read it, let them do it for us. The eternal bless thee and keep thee. The eternal make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The eternal lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. There you go. Right. So that's the close out. No, you can't close it out like you've been closing out. That's the close out. No, y'all can continue on, but he can't. Because he's the high priest, man. Come on, brother. Well, why do you think we're reading and doing all this so we can receive the blessing? We have to, because God don't want us to be all over the place. This one doing that one doing that. We're order. And we're doing as the Most High has taught us to do. And we want the blessing from the Most High. And so that's what we're doing. The eternal bless thee and keep thee. The eternal make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The eternal lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And so he's going to have to do that for those many days. Well, if something else come along, he's going to have to do it. Every time we do something, he's going to have to be the lead. Belteshazzar. Because we got more than this. That's just this. Because we got a special one we got to say on Tabernacle. We got a special one we got to say on Atonement. And so he gonna have to lead us all. So this just the one doing it's just the one doing the evil time, the evil months. Yeah, I mean you see it right there. All right. Now, no, I'm not finished. We're doing the happiness of women, the interruptible joy. The happiness of the woman on this day. I got to show y'all if we don't do it right, what's going to happen. Got to show it to y'all. The happiness of a woman on this day was Eli Sheba. That's what it is. Elisheba. Elisheba. That was this Elisheba. Was Elisheba, daughter of Amminadab. Besides the general rejoicing at the dedication of the sanctuary, 5 particular joy to her lot. Her husband Aaron was the high priest. Yeah, so we got Belteshazzar. Right. The brother-in-law, Moses the king. Eleazar, the head of the priests. Well, he haven't said. Right. No, he haven't said. He just appointed Belteshazzar. Well, we know we got to have another priest, the head of the priest. I don't know. He got to come every day. Belteshazzar been coming every day, so we know that distinction had to go to him. All right, no, Jerry, you just thought now, right? But you've been coming so far. All right, well, we know we got to have the head of the priest, and priest of war, of course, Phineas was Elijah, so we got that. Yeah, so we have that. No, we got to get the head priest. And her brother Nishon, the priest of the prince of the tribe. Asa, yeah. No, Jared, you're going to have to be if anything, you be the prince of the tribe. And Asa will be the head of the priest. Because God had already told him what he is. Right. So that would that be. All right. But now, no, it's very important that you be the prince of the tribe. Because you know, because he already told you what you got to do. Jared was the leader. And when all the other was gone, Jared had to take the reins. So you know. So that's what you're doing. You're learning. Yeah, God teaching you. So no, now you know. No, we know who we are. We're not starting no church or nothing like that. We're just going before the Most High. And we're humbling ourselves before the Most High. And we're doing as He has said to do. Right. That's all we're doing. We're not starting no church, no nothing like that. We're going before the Most High, as He had told us. Yes, I'm a servant of the Most High. We do anything else. Honor even the part of the be part of the prophecy. You are the part of the prophecy, all of us. But we got to carry it out. We can't do our own will. Yeah, we got to do as He had left us. Obey His voice, keep the commandments. So that's what we're doing. No, man, that's where our power comes from, obeying His voice, keeping His commandments. Well, y'all asked for it now, He giving it to y'all now, everybody wants it. All right? I mean, I'm just telling you, give. No, you asked for it now, He giving it to y'all. I know. No, sometimes you think it's going to go well with y'all, very well. Because we're doing as they have left us for to do. To turn the hearts of the children back to the father's hearts back to the children. Because everybody wants the same thing. We want to serve the Most High. We want to get Israel out of this bondage. We want Israel to go back home. And so we have to do this. He left it up to who? His elect, the servants, the prophets. And that's what we're doing. All right. Not doing their own will on the Sabbath. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. So no, that's all. That's all you need right there. Right. Because He told you, say, but soon as her joy was turned to grief, the 2 sons, Nadab and Abihu, carried away the universal rejoicing at the heavenly fire. Carried away by the universal rejoicing at the heavenly fire, approached the sanctuary with censers in their hands, and since God's love, and since God loved Israel through the acts of sacrifice, but paid with their lives for this offering. Right? No, because they didn't ask God. For the Holy of Holies issued 2 flames of fire, and as thin as a thread. Now I saw the flames of fire, thin as a thread. And they parted into 4, two each pierced the nostril of Nadab and Abihu, whose souls were burnt, although no eternal injury was visible. That's why I'm telling y'all. That's why I tell you, Belteshazzar, Jared. That's why I told Joshua when he did that. No, God didn't kill him, but God could have killed him during that time because he did it out of time. Because back when God killed no, the Ephraimites, when they was, well, we're going to set no, we're going to set Israel free, but it was in time. And they all of men, and they all know dry bones, the valley, the book of Joshua, that's what that is. And they could have done it, but it wasn't in time, and God killed them all because it wasn't time, just like us. That's why we're doing this according to time. We're doing this according to time, as he bid us to do. Right, and so we're doing it. All right. No, we gotta have a high priest. You gotta have a head priest, and you gotta have a priest of war, and you gotta have the prince. Right. So, just making sure that you live pious and holy lives for the Most High. We're not living pious and holy lives for the Most High. Right, because when we come together, we want to do like we done with the last Passover, the last leavened bread. We want to do that. And so now we're getting to do it again. He's giving us another chance to do it during Tammuz and Abi was coming up. I know Belteshazzar. I know you like posting like what you post. But we doing this for all Israel. But they won't say, oh, he doing that because he want to do that. So now they can't do that. They can't say that. You know, they always got something to say. So now they can't say that. Because then you can go show them in a book where you're supposed to do it. Yeah. So now, I mean, let's continue on. No, you're still going to be able to post like you've been posting, but this has to be done at the beginning and it has to be done at the ending of for the so many days. Come on, bro. People gonna follow you, man. Yeah, because God already put it in your heart to follow you. I'm gonna do mine. Yeah. As soon as I say mine, I'm gonna put down just like everybody else did. Yeah. All right. I don't know what God gonna give y'all for after we do this. We know He's gonna do something, though. Right, but we doing. No, we already know what we're doing. We're doing to restore His favor to us and restoring His love for us. Right, and we're doing it because the world was created for us. The Torah, the divine service, and the love, the works of love. That's what we're doing. Right, and we get God to, we get keep the devils at bay and to keep the evil eyes. They tell us why we're doing it. Right, God destroyed the power of these demons through the tabernacle. So that's what we're doing. We are the tabernacle. So that's what we're doing. We're obeying His voice, keeping His command. All right, I know what I did, man. No. Well, who you want? You think a dog gonna leave that into somebody else hand or somebody that he know that's faithful and true? That's why He had you to come every day to me. Listen to this lesson every day. I didn't know He was gonna do that. And then until this morning when He showed it to me. And then Yehuda confirmed it. I had nothing else to do but to obey. Right. So let's continue on. No, it say, although no eternal injury was visible, the death of these priests was not, however, unmerited. But in spite of their piety, they committed many of the sin. That's the same thing what Yeshua did. Many of us sinned. Even at Sinai, they had not conducted themselves properly. So that's why I'm telling you. That's why I told you, Belteshazzar, how to do it. Because I don't want no harm to come to you, man. Right, because what we're doing is very important, but what we're doing is holy and righteous. And we don't want no harm to come to nobody because they want to do their own thing. Because we have one king. We serve the Lord God. And he already left us for us what to do, and we're doing it. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, even as Sinai had conducted themselves properly, for instead of, no, they had not conducted themselves properly, but instead of following the example of Moses. So that's what we're doing. We're following the example of Moses. Yeah, that's why I told you to do all that. We're following the example of Moses. Right, Moses went to Aaron. God sent Moses to Aaron. And then he told Aaron, the high priest, what he had to do. Right. And so that's what we're doing. That's what he's doing. That's what you're doing. They're going to receive the blessing, all the blessing that the Most High said they're going to receive, they're going to receive it. It's up to you. All right. So instead of following the example of Moses, who had turned his face away from the divine vision and the burning bush. So y'all gonna get the no, I didn't see the fires. Yeah, I told you I seen the different fires. Right. And say, no, it said, where turned his face from the divine vision and the burning bush, they bask in the divine vision of Mount Sinai. So they bask in the divine vision of Mount Sinai. Their fate had even been decreed that God did not want to darken the joy of the Torah by their death. So God was going to kill them back then, but he didn't do it. Yeah, because he didn't want to darken the joy of the Torah by their death. Hence, he waited for the dedication of the temple, of the tabernacle. He waited for the dedication of the tabernacle. On this occasion, God acted like the king discovering on the day of his daughter wedding that the best man was guilty of a deadly sin. Right. So no, because just like I told Yeshua, no, I didn't do it because we was doing 18. I asked him. Right. We forgave him and everything. We received him back. And then we asked him to do the 18 benediction even after we had done it. And we asked him to do it. He said, I didn't do it then. I'm not going to do it now. Right. God could have killed him then. But he wanted me. I'm going to do it then. Time going to come. Right. But God is a humble God. And I didn't want to waste we had just finished a book. And I didn't want to waste we had just finished a book. And I didn't want to waste that up on him. No, I didn't want to waste that up on killing him. No. We could do something else. And then what God did. Yeah, God gave us this now. Right. Give the best man to be executed on the spot. I shall cast a shadow on my daughter's joy. I'd rather have him executed on the day of my gladness than on her. So God, because we are the bridesmaids. We are the bride. Right. And so God didn't want to destroy our happiness on that day. But now it's different. Right. God inflicted a penalty upon Rahab and Abuha, Abahu, and the day of gladness of his heart, and not on the day on which Torah espoused to Israel. So now on the day when we espoused Israel, he didn't do it on that day. Right, so he was going to do it now. But let's see. Because that's why I'm warning y'all. We can't do it in any way that we want to do it. Because Moses was a high priest. Moses was our king. Aaron was the high priest. And so we did as the Most High had instructed us to do. And we did that. Right. And so that's what we're doing it now as he left us to do it. So that's why I'm telling y'all, man. I just don't want y'all to get, because you know how people get, some people, I ain't doing what he said do. That's not written nowhere. He just telling us to do that. And then when something harmful happens unto you, then you're gonna be really upset and mad. Now, why did you do that to me? Right, and it's not me, it's God. We're being obedient to God. That's why we're doing it. All right. Well, what you think would have happened unto us if we were done the 18 benediction when Yeshua put that out there and it wasn't time? What you think would have happened unto us? That's why I warned you. All right. Anyway, among the sins of which they had atoned was their great pride. Their great pride, which they expressed in several ways. So they done it in several ways. They did not marry because they considered no woman good enough for them, saying, our father brother is king. Our father is high priest. Our mother brother is prince of the tribe. Right, and we are the heads of the priests. So there was no, because they were coming in with that big head, up, puffed up, proud, boastful. And because you're no once that tells you it again once again. Once saved is not always saved. So you break God's law, something's gonna happen to you. All right, no, let's just continue on. No, they live pious and holy lives, but why was they living pious and holy lives? And what happened? Because they were on the heads of the priests. What woman is worthy of us? And many women remain unwed, waiting for these youths to woo her. And their pride, they even went so far in sinful thoughts as wish for the time when Moses and Aaron should die, and they would have the guidance of the people in their hands. Right. So now, tell you what they did. Yeah, but we're not like that. Because we turn the hearts back to the fathers. And we just doing this because the Most High is showing us what to do to bring our people together for this short period of time. But because we know that we're supposed to go serve the Most High God, we got to obey His voice and keep His commandments and everything, and that's what we're doing. And we're just teaching others how to do it, even though when we be separated and everything, they know what to do. They know about doing the 18 benediction. They know about the open blessings. They know about the closing blessing and what to do it. They know when the evil time, the 40 days during the evil time of Tammuz and Abib, they know what to do as God's showing us what to do. But keep the demons and the devils and the evil eye and those who hate us at bay. All right, so that's what we're doing. We still got all our power and stuff that Jesus gave unto us. Right, but we do both. We keep the commandments of God and obey the voice of the Lord God. We have Levi and Judah. We keep the commandments of Moses. And we have Judah, the kingship. Lord God, the prophecy, the spirit of the Lord God, the spirit of prophecy. All right, no, I'm not saying it right, but it's in the book of Revelation. They keep the commandments of God and have the spirit of, they keep the commandments in the book of Revelation. Somebody can post that. No, because I don't want y'all to bring home to yourself by not obeying His voice, keeping His commandments. All right. No, Levi and Judah. They keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus. And so we do them both. All right. So they've got power, puffed up, and boastful. Right. And their pride even went so far, and the people, no want the people in their hand. But God said, boast not thyself of tomorrow. Many coats have died, and his hide had been used as to cover his mother's back. And so, no, boy, when God showed me that, man, that's a shocker. Because He's telling you that He killed the young coats and took their hides and made saddles out of them and put it on their mother's back. Yeah, that's a punishment, man. That's a punishment of God. Right. Something else. That was something else that God had showed us. Wait a minute. Yeah, something else, killing that God had did. Because we're not doing this for us. It's not about us. It's about Israel. It's about getting our people to change. It's about getting our people to do what's right. Well, if you don't do it, then we're going to do it. If we don't do it, then we're going to do it. All right? So you want to leave that into somebody else's hand? You don't leave that into nobody else's hand, bro. That's just like me when I didn't want to be Elijah. No, how would I want to be Elijah, man? You know how powerful and blessed Elijah was or is because he's still alive. Right. And who wants to know? Just like Belshazzar and Daniel. Yeah, you don't want that. Then you keep on, and God says, no, you that, that's your name, that's who you are. And finally you accept it. Same thing with me. So when y'all be saying things about Elijah, I don't get deep into it. Because it's about the power and more than just about the power that comes with it. It's about being the humility and the blessings that comes with receiving that name. And y'all have been getting the blessings that come with receiving those names. Yeah, the great one was wrong with the woman. Went to make war with the remnant of the seed, would keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. And so this is the commandments of God that we are keeping. And we have the testimony of Jesus Christ. So we have it both. And they well, you see why they cut us off earlier. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. No, we just continue on. I just don't want y'all to do stuff, man. And then you do stuff on your own, thinking that it's right and it's not. And then when something happens to you, then you wanna, yeah, you got to do it the right way. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brother that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. So we have both of that. And now we're doing it. Well, they left us for us to do, and if we don't do it, then we're going to do it. Man, God gave us an opportunity to, we just have to humble ourselves. Come on. No, let's keep on going. All right. And so they wanted to be the leaders of the people. But no, because that would have to Yeshua, that's what he wanted. He wanted to take Belshazzar's place. I seen it. I didn't say nothing. Right, he wanted to take Belshazzar's place. He wanted people to call out his name, and the people was doing that. Yeah, but it wasn't enough for him. I hope that God, no, I bless him, but I hope that God don't kill him. But he will. Yeah, God will kill him. Because this is about not just about you, this is about all Israel. And he left it up to us. And we have to do it. But it's not nothing hard. It's not hard to do. This is not hard to do at all. All we have to do is do like we've been doing. And then when the month and the year that he told us, he showed us what to do. When that time comes, this is what we have to do. And that's what we're doing. All right, well, let me read the rest. No. See, that was a diamond said, no matter what. Well, that's right. That's why I'm not coming to y'all. Listen to me, obey my voice, buy my book, buy my CD. Come on, boy. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm telling y'all return to your Creator and establish that personal relationship with your Creator, as Jesus has always wanted us to do. Return unto me, I return unto you, say the Lord of hosts. And that's what we did. That's what we're doing. And we know how we have to do it. You can't give no money for this. Well, where you gonna send money? I'm not asking for no money. So where you gonna send the money to? Right. That's why I'm telling you what you have to do. It's not nothing I'm gonna say some few words now. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna pray to you, brother, and I'm gonna say a few words, and it's gonna be all right. It's not like that. Right? If you don't obey the voice, keep the commandments, you do not receive the blessings. If you don't obey the voice and keep the commandment, you don't receive the many gifts of the Spirit. You don't receive that. Because a lot of people, man, anyway, let's just get back to the lesson. No, it's a hurting thing because it's something easy that we have to do. It's not nothing hard he asking us to do. Just like when he told us about keeping the 248 and 365. Well, you listen to the pastor preach, they be on in the morning. Yeah, nobody's able to keep those commandments. Nobody's able to keep those laws. Yeah, but that's a lie. And now we find out how easy it is for to keep the laws and how easy it is for to keep the commandments. Man, I didn't know it was this easy. Right. All right. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get back to the lesson. No, because that's going to do, we're going to do what he said. Right. He said, boast not thyself of tomorrow. Many coats have died, and his hide had been the use as covered his mother's back. Even in the performance of the act that brought death upon them, they did show their pride. They showed their pride. Right. So, no, pride go before a fall. No, I'm wrong. Pride go before destruction. The Holy Spirit go before a fall. Pride go before destruction. God gonna kill you. Right. For they asked permission of neither Moses nor Aaron. So they didn't ask permission. They asked permission neither of Moses nor Aaron whether they might take part in the sacrificial service. And so that's what we're doing. No, we're doing a sacrificial service as God is teaching us to do. But no, this was another service. Let's continue on. Because they're doing what they want to do, just like when Yeshua, I'm going to say the 18 benediction now. Now, Aaron said, man, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. It wasn't time. Don't do that yet. Because God had already put it in my heart, had already let me know. Because we had already read when the 18 benediction was supposed to take place and what we're supposed to do. And so, right. And just like right now, we want to do something else, but we can't just do it like that. We have to wait and do it as he has teaching us and showing us how to do it. Because he left that. He said, he left it unto our fathers. And if we obey our voices of our fathers, we'll get it right. And we can't go wrong. But if we go out there doing up on our own, just like Christianity and all that teaches you, oh no, you can go do it. No, God told you to go out there and do it. Yeah, you just go out there and do it. No, I'm going out there and start my own church. Nah, tell them about George. Well, I started Bible classes in my house. And next thing you know, God said I had to move up. And now I'm traveling all over the world and preaching and teaching. But you got on everything of Azazel. You're not healing the sick. You're not raising the dead. You're not opening the sight of blind. You're not keeping Passover. You're not keeping unleavened bread. You're not doing atonement. Or those commandments and those laws were done away at the cross. That is a lie. Boy. Anyway, let's continue. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I don't want y'all to get it wrong, man. I don't want y'all to get it wrong. With God, that's what I did. When God showed me something in the scriptures, or the Bible, or in the book, and I could do it, I did it. Right? I did it. I just did it. Just didn't ask no question. I just walked out on faith, and I did it. And next thing you know, he blessed me, just like when we did the 18 benediction. We just did it. We didn't ask no question. We just did it. We didn't ask why we're doing it. We keeping the Passover and unleavened bread. We didn't ask what. We just did it. And what have he done to us? Look at the blessing. Now he's giving us something else to do it. And if we do this right, then he'll give us something else. That's how God operates. Remember how the blessings work. Bless me, now I'm going to bless you. Draw down to me, I draw down to you, say the Lord of hosts. Bless Israel, now I'm going to bless you. And that's all this do, all the other chefs, all this doing. All right, all we got to do is just do like we're supposed to do. All right. The instructions are right there. All right. Anyway, so let me stop running my mouth. Get back to the lesson. All right. Say for they asked permission of neither Moses nor Aaron, whether they might take part in sacrificial service. What is more, Nadab and Abihu I don't know what I say. Nadab and no, Abihu, no, it's Abihu, did not even consult with each other over the starting out of the fatal deed. They performed it independently of each other. They previously taken counsel together, or had they asked their fathers and their uncles, very likely they would have never have offered these disastrous sacrifice. And so that's why no, we're not offering no disastrous sacrifice. That's why I'm warning y'all ahead of time to do as they have told us to do, as Aaron had told us, Moses told Aaron to do. Aaron blessed the people. Moses went to God. God told him about us. Right. And so that's all I'm just telling y'all to do, man. Do as our fathers and them left us to do. We can't go wrong with that. But if we go out there and say, well, I think we should do this, we think, and then the next thing you know, something bad happening to us, then we're gonna be saying, well, yeah, I just want y'all to get it right. So y'all can receive the blessing from getting it right. All right. So no. It said, very likely would never have offered the disastrous sacrifice, but they were neither in a proper condition for making an offering, nor was their offering appropriate. Right, so that's what we're making sure, because that's what happened to Yeshua with that foolishness, man. All right, making an offering, nor was their offering appropriate. They partook the wine before entering the sanctuary. So they took the wine before they entered the sanctuary. And what next? Which is forbidden to priests. Right. Now the priests can drink wine, but not before they go into the sanctuary. All right. Let's continue on reading. You're going to tell us. They did not wear prescribed priestly robes. So, no, they did not wear prescribed priestly robes. Now, so let's go back. Because we have both. No, we have the Spirit is already in us. So we have the Spirit. No, there's another thing. All right. No, they did not wear the prescribed priestly robes. So we have the prescribed priestly robes. Well, we haven't received the robe yet. All right. No, if you haven't received the robe, most likely when we go into this, God will probably give you the robe if you haven't received it. Because y'all got some type of priestly garment. I know y'all do. Right. So, no, down into YouTube. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to do it also. Right. Because the women, because that's what it's about, the woman. The happiest woman on that day was Elisheva. So she was the happiest woman on that day. So now you got to get with us. Right. Because whoever said that, you're a liar. Because when you go read the Gospel of Thomas, it tells you about Mary and how she became a man. Come on, man. Circumcised in the heart, bro. All of us become circumcised in the heart. All right. Go read it in the Gospel of Thomas. Because they don't want to read this stuff on the, I ain't gonna get to that because our time is almost up. And we got half an hour left. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about what you've done. It's over with. And it's not like that. How many times have that happened to us before? So we're not worrying about that. We just keep going. Right? We're not crying over spilled soul. It's done. It's over with. Let's keep pushing. Right to our mark. Because we know God already told you how you're going to handle him. With the 10 plagues already installed. So we're not worried about that. All right. So, no, Peter said to him, let Mary leave us. For the woman are not worthy of life. Jesus said, I myself should lead her in order to make her a male. See? So that she too may become a living spirit and resemble it. And so now that's why I'm telling you, no, she can't go nowhere. Adonijah, you better be here for them 40 days. No. Yeah. Resembling you male, for every woman who would make herself a male will enter the kingdom of heaven. So Adonijah chose a good thing. Right. Oh man, come on, bro. Y'all, I don't know who's saying it, but that's crazy. All that foolishness, man. Because they're mad. They're mad because we are living sacrifice. And we made ourselves, as the Most High taught us, the Lord God Jesus taught us, most gracious Father taught us how to make ourselves living sacrifices. And we are that living sacrifice. Well, also he taught us we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for all Israel as he has scattered to the four corners of the earth. And he already told us, if you do it, he's going to change them, but it's up to us. Because he told you he's going to gather them from the four corners of the earth, the despised from the four corners of the earth where he has scattered them. But it come up to who? I'm sending y'all who? My servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them. Man, I ain't going to that because we going to do some of that. We can't finish all the lesson today, but we can get to some more. All right. So, no, they did not wear the prescribed priestly robes. And furthermore, they did not sanctify themselves with water out of the level for washing. Right. No, because some of us having dream where he's standing in water. Yeah. So no, they did not sanctify themselves with the water out of the level for washing. They made their offering over in the Holy of Holies, which admittance had been prohibited. Right. So their admittance have been no, because when we read the shepherd of harmonies, how did we enter? Because we had to take hold of we had to take hold of the 6 principal men and 7 virgins. That's how we entered. We're abstaining from everything of this world. Come on, man. The book of Revelation, we done went over all. No. Let's continue on. Go read the book of Revelation, man. How you think you got your white star? How you think you got your new name, man? All right. Got rid of this one. Well, how we start off with this? We had to get rid of 2 things we had to make atonement for. So when we sold, it wasn't so much they sold Joseph, King Joseph into slavery, but they took and lied. They took the enslaved the lamb and had their blood and brought that coat to Father Jacob and told him that. So we had to atone for slandering the truth. So when we was in Christianity or whatever gospel or whatever, not gospel, whatever religion or denomination you was in, you slandered the truth. You said it was of the Most High God. You say this was Jesus' word. You call it a what? Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, and all those different things. You did do it. And now you come to find out you're slandering the truth. So you got to make atone for that. Then you got to make atone for the idol worship, because I did it also. Idol worship, man. All the idols from the front of my house to the back of my house. Right. Antique pictures and all this going to be worth that, and this going to be worth all those different things. Come on, bro. Right. And so we have to, when we first started, we have to make atone for those 2 things. So we got rid of those 2 things out of our life. And so what happened next? We got to keep on obeying the voice, keeping his commandments. Now I got off track. All right. Now let's go back. So furthermore, they had to sanctify themselves to water out the level washing. Make the offering moreover in the Holy of Holies for the which admittance had been prohibited. And they used strange fire. Right, they used strange fire. So let's stop. No, because I can either tell you how I wouldn't use strange fire. Because I have my lamb burning all the time on the altar. Continually burning as much as I can. No, I gotta see this out now. Wait a minute. Yeah, I gotta see that lamp out. No, it's not out. No, I use no, it's called strange fire. Now I'm gonna tell you about strange fire, right? Because they have a special blend for the oil lamps. Buy it from Walmart, no, because some use kerosene. Yeah, kerosene oil. Some use no, because I remember a child. No, I burned down my grandmother's house. I was a baby. And I saw my mama lighting the kerosene. Because they had kerosene stoves. And I saw my mama lighting the kerosene stove. And I went behind her. Sitting down, striking matches, trying to do that. She was not convinced no more than 3 years old. But children see. And burned down the house. A shack. They call it a shack. Then my grandmother came and she asked, well, what about them and the children? That was my mama's name. My mama's name was Ruth. And that's a, the holy name was Ruth. And they asked, what about them and the children? Said they got out alive. And they said, okay, that's all right. Right. So, no, I'm just telling you that because strange fire, kerosene oil, they burn that. And they burn kerosene oil, and some of them burn, different type of oil they burn, but that's strange fire. Because God only wants you to burn olive oil. Olive oil. That's the only oil that sesame seed oil and grape oil and all that. You can't burn that. Animal, only olive oil. That's the only oil that you are allowed to burn. Anything else is strange fire, and you cannot burn it. All right, just let me know ahead of time. Anything else is strange fire. All right, so I'm telling you ahead of time. Anyway, let's continue on. Say admittance had been prohibited and used strange fire. The offering was all and out of place because they was all in all out of place because they had no command from God to offer up incense at the time. So no, they had no command to God. But this is our command. God have told us when to do it. Yeah, he left a month and a time. He left exactly what we had to do. Just like I'm telling Belshazzar, I'm telling Jared, I'm telling Yehuda, Adonijah, Asa, Jaziel, right, the 7th, or whoever gonna join in with us. So I'm telling y'all ahead of time what we gotta do. No, God bless us last time for obeying his voice, keeping his commandments, and he's gonna bless us again. We just have to do it the right way. Can't do it like we want to do it. Oh man, come on, boy. I would like to, boy, we wouldn't like to just come on here and say, well, let's do this. And then we go, whatever we decide to do, we just do it. Yeah, we just want to do it, but we can't do it like that. We have to do as he had left us. As Father Moses left us instructions to do. That's why we do just like Jesus had instructed us and left us to do. And we're not deviating from that. No, bro, look at the blessing there, the things that we have seen, the many gifts that he has given unto us. Now we're going to give that all up. Oh, man, come on, bro. Well, you go ahead and give yours up. I'm not giving mine up. I'm not. All right. It said, no command from God to offer up incense at the time. Apart from this, because like the incense that I burned, God came in a dream and vision and told me. Like I told you one time, I was burning 3. I was burning 1 for the frankincense, 1 for the myrrh, and then I had 1, I was burning, combining the 2. And the holy angel told me, you're wasting it. Just like that. Yeah, he said, you're wasting it. And then I had just burned 1 for the frankincense, 1 for the myrrh. Then when it came to prayer time, he said, kneel down, shut your eyes, now pray. So he taught me how to pray. Yeah. Because a lot of times we think we're doing something right and we're not. We're disobeying the voice of God and nobody's not going to tell you nothing. All right. But you're doing it. So, no. When you go like this morning or this afternoon, Well, right now, where I'll be at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Yeah. And bring all your tithes and storehouse that it may be need in my house, say the Lord. Those are all the lies. All that deceitfulness going on. Right. And then you go there, and the next thing you know, you hear about somebody, well, you know, brother so and so, he has cancer. Oh, no, sister so and so. No, you know, brother. Yeah. And that's what they never put the two together because they claim to be Christians. Right. And you think Christian is what you're supposed to be, but that's a lie. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you. Right. So we talked how to offer up the incense. Apart from this list of sins, however, they were very pious men. So once saved, always saved. Now you see that's not so. Right. But he's telling you, other than this, they were very pious men. And their death grieved God more than their fathers. Their death grieved God more than their fathers. Aaron not alone because it grieves God to see a pious father lose his son, but because they actually was worthy and pious youth. Right, they was actually worthy and pious youth. Because yeah, I know you got some young brothers out there right now, just like Jared was saying, and Eli, I can tell they two young brothers. But no, y'all probably have to live a pious whole life for at least a year before you even think about getting a wife, and don't let that be on your mind. Just live a chaste life, and God, and then God, when that time comes, God gonna send you somebody, He's gonna let you know who they are. I didn't do that. I went in the Seventh-day Adventist church. A friend of mine said, "Well, look, you need to go talk to her and all that." And I just, right, it wasn't his fault, it was my fault because I didn't want to listen to him. Boy. No, I didn't let God choose. I choose up on my own. And been choosing up on my own ever since, and been running to and don't last ever since. Because I didn't wait on God. I did it upon my own will. And if you wait upon God, you can't go wrong. And you match up the person that you need to be matched up with. Just tell me. God from experience now. Yeah, go live a whole time. Live that life, man. 1 year, that's all you gotta do. Live, because it take a year for you to live a change for your sins to be forgiven. All right. No, God shares all. But when the righteous man turn away from his righteousness, commit iniquity, and do according to all the abomination that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All his righteousness that he hath done should not be mentioned, and his trespass that he had trespassed with the rest of it. Because one saved is not always saved. All right. No, I heard a lot of them say, well, y'all already saved. Yeah, you already made it in. That's a lie. I don't know what book they read. They better go read some essential, the vision of Paul or the gospel of Bartholomew. Yeah. And his trespass and sin that he has sinned, in them shall he die. See? Now let's continue on. No, because God warning us and telling us. Right, Father loses son actually was worthy than the pious youth. It was actually when Aaron heard of the death of his son, he said, all Israel saw thee at the Red Sea as well Sinai without suffering and injury thereafter. But my sons, whom thou didst order to dwell in the tabernacle, praise that a layman may not enter without being punished by death. My sons into the tabernacle, and behold the strength of thy might. Now let's stop it there again. Because we just didn't enter to the tabernacle. We became the tabernacle. Go read it. You became that tower, and teaches and show you how you became a part of the tower, which is the tabernacle. Man, God showed me that tabernacle. Man, it's a beautiful tabernacle. And he showed it to me. And it reminded me again with that this morning, last night sometime. And it reminded me, might have been this morning. Yeah, how that tabernacle is built and how we are part of it. Go read it. It's in the chapter of Harmon. It's in the book of Revelation. It's in the book of Daniel. Belshazzar. Yeah, it's in there. Go, it tell you how the tower is. Yeah, the tabernacle. It tell you how it is, how it's built. All right. I'm just letting you know, he tell you that. Anyway, um, and they died. And God hereupon said to Moses, tell Aaron the power, I have shown thee great favor and have granted thee great honor through this, that thy sons have been burnt. I assign to thee thy sons a place near to the sanctuary, before all others, even before thy brother Moses. But I have also decreed that whosoever enters the tabernacle without having been commanded, he shall be stricken with leprosy. No, because Asa was talking about the leprosy this morning. All right, but no, because how many? Now, because I thought I was in the tabernacle with Christianity, going to that church out. They think that they're going in the tabernacle, but we know now they're not. Right? You know how you know? No, you know how you got into that tabernacle, man. You can't make it. If you don't enter that way where it's prescribed, well, let's go to the 10 virgins. 5 was wise and 5 was foolish. 5 had the lamp in the oil. 5 had the commandments of Moses and the testimony of Jesus Christ. But 5 didn't. 5 had only the lamp with no oil. You can't have it that way. Right? So you got to have both. All right. No, because we have both. We have well, we're not gonna just say Moses and Levi and Judah. We're gonna say we have the 6 principal mentors, really the 7 angels and the 7 virgins. That's why you gotta read the Shepherd of Hermas. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, let's continue on. So he asked him, said, what I have a command, he shall be stricken with leprosy. Wouldst thou have wished thy sons, who the innermost places have been assigned to sit as lepers outside the encampment as a penalty for having entered the holies of holies? So they was going to have leprosy and they had to sit out and everybody was going to see them. Right? Because just like the 10 lepers with Jesus, they couldn't come in the city. No, they had to stay outside. They had to stay away from people because there was lepers. Yeah, they said that. 13 sins are punished with leprosy: blasphemy, unchastity, murder, false suspicion, pride, illegal appropriation of the rights of others, slander, theft, perjury, profanation of the divine name, idolatry, envy, and the contempt of the Torah. Yep. Come on, man. God leaving us everything and showing us everything. Why these sickness and diseases are happening to these people, these pastors and preachers, teachers, and running behind the world. And he's showing you why. All right. No, my time. No, got a few minutes. All right. No, let's continue on. So he said, when Moses imparted these words to his brother Aaron, said, I thank thee, O God, for that which thou hast shown me and caused my son to die rather than having them waste their lives as lepers. It behooves me to thank thee and praise thee, because thy loving kindness is better than life, and my lips shall praise thee. And no, because I thank God for my chastisement. Man, I just thank him for it. Because, man, he could have killed me. He could have left me in way more worse shape than I am now. He sure could have. Right? But we have to thank him for not doing it. Yeah, we have to thank him for not doing it. So that was Aaron was thanking him for it. No, it get deeper than that. That ain't go way deeper than that. No, but God, because you have to thank God for it as well, because he's doing it for your good. You have to thank him for the bad times, and you have to thank him for the good times. Yeah, you have to thank him for the bad times. You have to thank him when he chastises you, because there's a reason to pray for everything on the sun. Chastising you, making you stronger at the same time. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No. Let's continue on. Um, let's continue on. Because a lot of people, my people think I lost my mind. Because I don't go to the funerals and things. I used to, but God taught me better. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Moses endeavored to comfort his brother. And still another way saying the sons died to glorify the name of the Lord. Blessed be his name. For on Sinai, God said to me, and there will I meet with the children of Israel. So we know we're going back to our holy land. We're going back. Yeah, we're gonna meet them there. There will I meet with the children of Israel. The tabernacle should be sanctified by those that glorify me. So that's what we're doing now. We know we're that tabernacle. Yes, we do, man. That's why you gotta go read the chapter of heart. That's why we took hold. That's why we are staying. Go read it. Right. They should be sanctified by those that glorify me. That's what we're doing. I knew that this sanctuary of God was to be sanctified by the death of those that stood near it. But I thought either thou or I was destined for this. But now I perceive that our sons was nearer to God than we. Because all of us know that we're going to have to pay the sacrifice for all Israel. Now, remember, when the time comes, we have to lay down. They can't just take your life. Because if they try to take your life, you'll never die. Yeah. You'll never die. Remember, no. Let's go back. That's why we're doing this. Let's go back to Father Moses. And I'm not going to go for everything with Father Moses. Let's just go when the angel of death, Samuel, came to get Father Moses. And Father Moses was about to kill him. About to kill them. And the Lord goes, don't do that. We still have need for him. Yeah, he was about to kill the angel of death. No, that was the first time. When that was Moses' first time, but that wasn't the angel of death first time. No, when you go read first book of Adam and Eve, and when Satan tried to burn Adam and Eve, and no, God called him. Was about to say, it wasn't for my mercy, I would have destroyed you long time ago. Right? So that time now, yeah. All right. Right. So now he's posting the devil. You know, he got one more powerful than that. For the high priest. They got one. That's the priest. That's the priest. But you got a high priest. Let's read it there. No, there's more than I can't just say the high priest. For the priest laws. This one here. This is what he said. Yeah. Because this happened to me. I didn't understand it, but now I know. Yeah. So these last words suffice and to introduce Aaron to control his grief over the loss of his son. And like a true wise man, so that's like a true wise man, because I didn't understand this. Yeah. He slightly bore the heavy blows of fate without murmuring or lament. And so when my mom and dad passed, I didn't cry. Not one tear shed. Not one tear. Right? No, I didn't understand it. Well, I understand that it passed, but it didn't hit me. It didn't. No. When it did hit me, I didn't cry. Right. And I didn't know God had strengthened me like that. So just telling you, this is what he said. No. Say Aaron controlled his grief over the loss of his sons, and like true wise men. So that's how you know you're true wise men. He slightly blew the heavy blow of the faith without murmuring or lament. God rewarded him for his silence by addressing him directly and imparting priestly law to him. Right. So God, that's why a lot of y'all hearing God's voice, especially Donald. Oh, no, man, y'all I keep telling you how powerful y'all are. And God revealing his power that he has given unto you all the time. Just like now, he told you y'all was wise men. That's why y'all don't lament among. Right. So let's continue on. Let's continue on. But look, God blessed him. God rewarded him for his silence by addressing him directly and imparting priestly law to him. And so that's what God doing unto us right now. Because that's what he just finished doing. That's why I told Pastor Salazar to post that. Because that is what God, anyway. No, he posted now. He letting us know it's that time. I'm just telling you why he, all right. I don't want you to think that we're just doing this to be doing this. And now God rewarding us right now. No, I don't stop right there then. All right. No, because we got a priestly law that's coming next. Addressing them directly, important priestly law. Right. Well, I guess I can read it. He already started posting. All right. Aaron could not take part in the burial of Nadab and I want to say Abihu, for a high priest is not permitted to take part in funeral processions. The high priest is not, no, stop going. For a high priest is not permitted to take part in funeral procession, even if the deceased be a near kinsman. So you can't do it. You can't do it. All right, no, that's the high priest. He posted the priest's law. Ezekiel 44, that's the priest's law. That's not the high priest. And they should come to no dead person to defile himself for father or for mother or son or daughter, for the brother or sister that had no husband that they made, defile themselves. But that's not the high priest. The high priest can't go at all. Right. No. You see, the high priest is not permitted to take part in funeral procession, even if the deceased be a near kinsman. Eleazar and Ithamar also, the surviving sons of Aaron, was not permitted to mourn or attend a funeral on the day of their dedications as priests. So Aaron's cousin, the Levites, Masiel and Elishphan, the next of kin after these, had to attend the funeral. So there's the next of kin after them. Right. Right. Can't go around in peace if you made by it. No, but no, that's a high priest in a priest law. But the priest can go to the father or the mother or a person that had no child funeral. But a high priest can't go to none of it. So you know the difference between a priest and a high priest. He can't go to none of it. Right. Anyway, because I didn't know, I used to go to them. I don't go no more. Right. So the two Levites, the sons of very worthy fathers, who was not only the descendant of near kinsman of Aaron, but who was also closely akin to Aaron in character. And as Aaron pursued peace, so too did his uncle Uziel, and father to Masiel and Elishphan. Being Levites, they might not enter the place where the heavenly fire had met their custom. Hence, an angel had thrust Nadab and Abihu out of the priestly room. So they cast them out. Yeah, they cast them out. The angels, they couldn't go in the Holy of Holies, so they had to throw them out. That's the same thing happened to Phineas. He couldn't know. He took that spear, and he couldn't go in the Holy of Holies. They had to bow, and no blood or none came drop in the Holy of Holies. And that spear and everything took it at one stroke and cast them out without spilling any blood in the Holy of Holies. And yeah, man, it's sacred. No, because we the ones who doing it now. So we that's sacred. If you don't, because everything we do is holy, righteous, and sacred. Everything we do is pious, is above board. And so Jesus had taught us that. And now we keep the laws and the commandments. They're not hard, man. It's not hard to keep. It's not none of the add-on stuff. This comes from God itself. It's not none of that add-on. If you do this on a Sabbath, you got to pay this much money. You got to give this shackle. If you curse, you got to give this much cheat code. It's not that. This is the real. This is what God. And you're going to get blessed for doing it. Yeah, you're going to get blessed. Anyway. No, because Elijah, when that priest had died in prison, and Elijah had got somebody else and went in prison and got the dead body. And then he bought, no, he said it was dead, but in prison wasn't. Because they brought him to a place and they had a bed and a lamp and his in the book, the Torah. And that's where he stayed at in that cave studying. That's in Elijah. That man was alive. Right. So no, God teaches us. Because there's a remedy for everything. You have to obey his voice and keep his commandments. He tell you what is acceptable and what is not. But you got to ask. You're not asking. You're just going off what you have learned from these pastors, priests, and teachers. And it's Christianity and Hindu and Muslim. But now you know all that was wrong. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. No, let's continue on. All right. As Aaron pursued priests, so to the uncle Uziel, Maasiel, Elispan, being Levites, they might not enter to the place where the heavenly fire had met their cousin. Hence the angel thrust Nadab and Abihu out of the priestly room. They did not die until they was outside of it. Yeah, so they didn't die in it, died outside. So Misael and Elispan might approach them. Whereas the whole house of Israel was bidden to bewail the death of Nadab and I want to say Abihu, but the death of the pious man is a greater misfortune than Israel, than the temple burning to ashes. So that's what we told. Now I got to stop there. Our time has run out. We'll finish the rest tomorrow if the Most High say so. Yeah, I just want to show y'all. I don't want y'all to bring home to yourself. Yeah, question, can I still raise the dead? If need a Nazarite, yeah, you can raise the dead. If it need be. Now you can do all that. You got to understand, you got to understand. God will give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Because you got to remember that Jesus was around Lazarus. Lazarus was dead, right? And Lord God couldn't be around no dead body. So what he told? Lord God been doing that. When you go read the Lord's book of the Bible, and Jesus in his infancy, and when that boy had fell off the house, they blamed it on Jesus. And Jesus brought the boy back to life. The boy told him, say, it wasn't him who pushed me off the roof. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just telling you. That's the power that y'all have. Y'all can heal the sick, raise the dead. Y'all can do a lot of things. No, because when it came to Father John, look how many people Father John brought back to life. Y'all have that power. Yeah, well, let's have a little difference in there. All right. The 10 Commandments with God first, because you have both. You keep the commandments of God, and you have the testimony of Jesus Christ, which is a gift of prophecy. So don't you have them both. And you just have to know how to use them when they use them. The 10 Commandments, well, basically all of it's the same. Basically, it's the lamp and the oil. Right. No, it's the body, that holds the Holy Spirit. Because we made both clean. We made the outside clean as well as the inside. The 10th commandment which God revealed on Mount Sinai corresponds to their characters. The 10 words which he had made use at the creation of the world. The first commandment, I am the Lord thy God, corresponds to the first word of the creation. Let there be light, for God is the eternal light. The second commandment, thou shalt have no strange God before me, corresponds to the second word. Let there be firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. For God said, choose between me and the idols, between me and the fountain of the living waters. Right. The idols, stagnant water. The idols, the stagnant water. The third commandment, thou shalt not take the name of thy God in vain, corresponds to the word, let the waters be gathered together. For as little as the water can be gathered in a cracked vessel, so can a man maintain the possessions which he had obtained from false oath. The fourth commandment, remember to keep the Sabbath holy, corresponds to the word, that the earth bring forth grass. For who truly observe the Sabbath will receive good things from God, without having labor for them. Just as the earth produced grass that need not to be sown. I gotta stop. Because no, say mad and Belshazzar. Man, they trying to get me to say certain things. Boy, he mad at Belshazzar. I don't know if Belshazzar. He mad at Belshazzar because Belshazzar posts. And he don't want Belshazzar to post. Right. Belshazzar can post. No. He tried to get Belshazzar to leave because he had to post the benediction and the entrance. And so he thought Belshazzar was going to get mad over that. But he didn't. Now he's mad. Oh, is he mad? Yeah. Because Belshazzar is post. I know him. Yeah. Anyway, for the creation of man, it was good intention that to be free from sin, immortal, and capable of supporting himself by the products of the soil without Torah. The fifth commandment, honor thy father and mother, corresponds to the word, let there be light in the firmament of heaven. For God said to man, I give thee two lights, thy father and thy mother. Treat them with care. The sixth commandment, thou shalt not kill, corresponds. No. Now you try. The sixth commandment. Now you try to make me skip. Thou shalt not kill with the words, let the water be abundant, moving creature, for God said, be not like the fish among whom grace swallow. The small, with the great swallow, the small. The seventh commandment, thou shalt not commit adultery. Correspond with the word, let the earth bring forth the living creatures after his time. For God said, I choose for thee a spouse, abide with her. The eighth commandment, thou shalt not steal, corresponds to the word, behold, I have given you every word bearing seed. For none say God should touch his neighbor's good, but only that which grows free as the grass, which is common property of all. The ninth commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Correspond to the world, let us make man in our own image. Thou, like thy neighbor, art made in my image. Hence bear not false witness against thy neighbor. The 10th commandment, thou shalt not covet the wife of thy neighbor. Correspond the 10th word of creation. It is not for man to be alone. For God said, I have created thee a spouse. Let not among you covet his neighbor's wife. So God got something out there for everybody. Yeah. Might have valid pious friends of God, neglect not the studies of the Torah, the laws, the testimony of our Father for the sake of the benefit. The Eternal bless thee, keep thee, the Eternal make thee face and shine upon thee, be gracious unto thee, the Eternal lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Dear Lord God bless. Father, Son, and mighty man, valor, Belshazzar, no, he's getting it right. Let's give him time. Why does it begin? No, tomorrow time, put it tomorrow time. I'll put it down there. Well, 12:30 a.m. Now, I want y'all to understand, man, go think on it. Yeah, because God doing this for us and left this for us that we may become more powerful in Him and have, because the Lord already gave us power to trade over the demons and scorpions and over snakes and do many other wonderful and miraculous things as He teaching us how, yeah, how to bring these things about, and how all of us to get together and pay homage and everything to Him. Yeah. No, 12:30 and 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. No, you just today. This gonna be the beginning, man. Right? I gotta get them all the way back to the. I have to go all the way back to the beginning with them. I first got my name. I first got the books. Yeah. So that's where I'm going at. Then I'll go from there. Yeah. Well, I have to do it that way because they don't know anything. They have to be taught like y'all teaching them now. We're gonna have to go back to Facebook also because y'all have too much that y'all posted, and it takes time where y'all can just copy and paste, and we can get it and read it. Yeah, and we can get it and read it more fast and bless. Because God wants us to do that, man. God wants us to be able to bless one another and talk to one another and appreciate one another. No, I got the book. I got to find the blessing. I don't know where the book is. Because I had all of them out there this morning. All right, let me see. I got it in my hand. No, because now you see how important it is the blessings are. And the blessing, I gotta bless y'all because it's important as God showing us how important it is for us to bless one another. Yeah, to love one another. All right. Yeah. So I put it up there. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Benjamin. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, everlasting. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Hazel. That's another thing when we're doing the 28 days. If they don't show up, we don't bless them. Because that's what this is about, blessings. Who's there, we bless them. If they're not there, we can't do that we've been doing. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Emmanuel. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man, Mac Leland. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Taylor. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Jared. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Yashim. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Benaiah. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Zebulon. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Landon. May the Lord God bless you, mighty person of valor, Comedy. I don't know what they feel. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Hutchins. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Shine Light Out. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Matrix. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Mike. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Elisha. May the Lord God bless you, mighty woman of valor, Queen Sela. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Eli. Yeah, Eli, you keep on hanging in there. Lord bless you. No, don't worry about you. I know they cut you off. I was going to go back over. I know they cut you off. Yeah. See, young, yeah, you know I'm still listening. That's where the end is. Yeah. No. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Eli. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Jonathan Harris. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Yah. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man, Yasrael. Because, man, it just, because they did it so quick. They know what they're doing. That's no anybody. No anybody can turn the thing off from the station and turn it back on. That does not work like that. Because all my power went off and came back, so that's how it came back on just that fast. That's how I knew it was them. But don't worry, God got something for them. They ain't gonna like it, but God got it for them. Because it said, do not, well, touch not my prophet, do my anointing no harm. Well, touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm. It's better for you to offend, no. Better for a millstone hanging around your neck than offend one of these little ones. All right. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man, value Jehovah. No, Jehovah, though. You know we got to have Jehovah. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man, value Jehovah, though. May the Lord God bless you, mighty woman, value Jael. May the Lord God bless you, mighty woman, value Adonijah. Yeah, Adonijah, you all right. Let it go. May the Lord God bless you, Yeshua. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Jassiel. Now, Jassiel will be back next week. He told you he was going to Oklahoma. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Asa. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor, Israel. May the Lord God bless you, mighty woman of valor, Yahweh Shai. May the Lord God bless you, mighty woman of valor, Dasta. May the Lord God bless you, mighty woman of valor, India Rocks. Yeah. That's Central Time. That's Central CST. CST time. Yeah, Central Standard Time on the internet. Yeah, on the internet. It's gonna be on the internet, right? Because that's what they do now. They have it on the internet. Yeah. So, man, that half an hour gonna go by so fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do the regular show. But we know how fast that half an hour go by. Hey, man, soon as we get started, it's gonna be time for me to end that. Yeah. May the Lord God bless my one valley in the rocks. No, y'all gotta do like Adonijah told us to do last time. Adonijah told us to get prepared for the Passover and the unleavened bread because the time go by so fast. So now we preparing for the 40 days. So we gotta prepare to do that. The 40 days. Man, you know how fast the time will be up on us. That time will come up on us so fast, man. Everything else coming up on us so fast. Very important. Tammuz and Abib. And that's when the demons, they said demons have control over the world. And they do what they please and stop us from doing as we please. Well, we can easily see that. Esau and them children doing it. So we can easily see that. But no, we're gonna change it. Yeah, we're gonna change. I don't know where that. I don't see if I can find it. The dream about the Dr. Harada. Yeah, I got it now. No, I'm gonna find out where it's at, but we know what that dream is now. We know what that one means. God loves y'all, man. I can't tell y'all that enough how much God loves y'all and everything that He's doing for y'all. No, because now we know the three things exist for us. He told you that three things in the world exist for us. The divine service. No, He told you that that's us. Yeah. I'll repeat it. The Lord said, for the world exists for the sake of three things: the Torah, the divine service, and the works of love. The Torah, no, He told you that. I'll repeat it. My time is up, man. We gotta go. Say, the tabernacle was finished and touched the creation of the world. Now remember, the tower is almost finished. He showed me that. Right. And see, just the final touch upon it was what? For the world exists for the sake of three things: the Torah, the divine service, and the works of love. You know, where will you find that at? In Israel. Right. And so I don't care what they say. I don't care what they do, man.
Because as long as we obey his voice and keep the covenant, he can't do us nothing. And remember, they can't even take our life. They can't touch us. We have to lay down our life, just like I was trying to tell you about Father Moses. Something got me close. Right, when he came to Father Moses, he had to ask. Because he had beat Samuel. Samuel was about to die if God wouldn't intervene. Then he go challenge Elijah. What he did that for? They were about to kill him again. The Lord said, stop it. Still have need of him. No, but that's our command. The last command he gave to Elijah. To banish, to slay and banish. Not just to banish, to slay and banish the angels of death. Oh, you know, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. No. Anyway, man. Now, God gonna bless y'all. You know, y'all gonna have your dream, your vision. Might get a gift. I don't know. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. Until next time.